So I'm going to run through a couple of tips here. Number one, you want to create a unified message, and that's really important. You want to be consistent with all, whenever you're going out to the press. I mean, you probably, if you've done a presentation, you probably have an elevator pitch that you use. Make sure that not only you're saying that pitch, but other people in your office have a pitch, and make sure that it's all the same pitch. It's funny, but not so funny with, if you have different people in the office and they're all saying different things about your firm, you want to make sure that, whatever you're saying, whatever your differentiators are, that everybody knows those differentiators and internalizes those things, so you're speaking with one voice. And that goes for everything internal and external. And then make sure that you reinforce that not only with writing but also with speaking. Whenever you're talking to the press or a potential client, it's all the same message. And then in terms of choosing your topic, if you're writing about something or pitching your project, or deciding that you want to do a campaign or writing a press release, you really need to think about what is the key ingredient, what do you want people to know about it, what's cool about it. You might have a client who wants an award-winning project. You just want an AIA award for a project, so you want to emphasize that it's an AIA award-winning project. Maybe your project, you saved a lot of money for your client, and this new client is budget conscious. Well, you sure want to emphasize that aspect of the project. And think about, how does this get me to the next project? Not only what did I do for this one, but how does this project represent a trend? Am I an expert in a certain area? It's really important that you think beyond sort of, the program of the project and describe the results of the project. So, are you relevant? Well, I want to ask anyone here in the room, is there anybody who doesn't get enough email in their inbox? Does anyone have a sad little empty inbox? Okay. Is there anyone who gets just enough email? You don't need any more, you don't need any less, it's like Goldilocks, it's just right. Anybody? No. Okay, who here gets too much email in their inbox? Okay. I'm asking this question because you have to think about the people who are going to receive your email. If you're sending out something about a project, they're in the same boat. It's another thing that they've got to read. It's another thing they've got to go through, especially if you don't have the relationship. And Steve will be talking about relationships. You need to be catchy. You need to be punchy. You need to get to your point really quickly. I mean, I'm sure you understand, and you do the same thing. If you don't catch someone in the first sentence, much less the first paragraph, what are they going to do? Hit the delete button, right? How many people get newsletters, right? Right. So be really careful when you're, make sure that when you're pitching anything, that you have a real good story to tell, and that you're focusing it on that particular person that you're reaching out to. Every publication is going to be different. They're going to want a different story. And I'm not saying that you should write all press releases like this, but we used for one press release, our title was Deconstructing Frank Gehry, Santa Monica Mall Takes Its Top Off. Because it was an indoor mall that was converted to an outdoor mall, so, but yeah, they took the top off the building. We were trying to be funny. I guess nobody thought it was funny. We thought it was funny. We thought it was funny. It did get some response. Anyway, you don't have to write every press release like that, like I said, but something that's catchy and going to grab people's attention. So I mentioned knowing your audience. You need to know your audience. They're reading a whole bunch of publications, different publications. You're going to want to reach different publications to reach different audiences. So make sure that you're telling a story that is relevant to that particular publication. Also, every project's going to have more than one story. There's the design story to every project, obviously. There could be a real estate story. There could be a retail story. There could be a sustainability story. There's so many different ways of pitching the same project. You could even pitch the same project to different publications, slightly tweaking what you're saying about the project. But think about, for your clients, what are the publications that they're reading and where do you want to be? And then, for the editors, what kind of content are they looking for, and does your content fit their needs? Because you're going to have a lot better success if you do that.